back again with another video. Coming at you from badboyssecretsclub.com. Yes, sir. Why do simps and tricks seem to win with women? Is it really true? Do simps and tricks really win with women? What's it all about? What is it all about? I used to be one of those guys. I used to think that, man, these guys, they got all the girls, they doing something that I'm not doing. That's obvious. They were doing something that I wasn't doing. But are they really winning with the women, though? That's the $1 million question. Are the simps and tricks really winning? Do they really have it going on like that? What do you think? I used to think this. I used to think that if this is why they say you should never believe half of what you hear and half of what you see. Because there's a good chance things might not be the way you think it really is. And what I've learned over the years, especially when I was in my 20s, is that a lot of these guys, they can get the girls by flashing or tricking off or giving a girl money, paying bills, or exchanging things for sexual favors. But they don't get no respect. Because women don't respect tricks and simps. And they don't women don't treat these guys the way you think. Not at all. See, I had a woman tell me years ago that she was an older woman too. And she's older than me at the time anyway. I think I was about 32 and she was like 45. And she said, hey, you know what? I'm going to tell you this, but don't take this the wrong way. She said, I fuck with you because I want to. I fuck with those other guys because I have to. I'm going to say that one more time. She said, I fuck with you because I want to. I fuck with those other guys because I have to. And I never had nobody tell me, I had never had no woman ever tell me that, like ever, in my life at the time. So, and this was before I started thinking about how the simps and the tricks how these guys get women when they trick off. They get them women. They get them women fast. But what are they really getting? That's another thing you have to ask. What are they? What type of women are they really getting? And most of these women, you don't want to fuck with them anyway. Most of the time, any woman that's in the fast money, I don't really take them serious. I don't know about you. You know, I wouldn't really put too much into that. You know, but that's just me though. That's just me. So sometimes when I see guys tricking off on certain women, I'm not like, today, I don't think anything of it. I don't get jealous. I don't think that, hey man, what's she doing with him? I don't even be thinking like that. You know, I never thought like that in the first place. What's she doing with him? I never asked that question. That question never popped in my mind. A lot of guys will see a guy and a girl together in public. Like, what, man? What's she doing with him, man? You know, I never looked at it like that. I looked at it like, hey, I'm a young dude at the time. I'll get there. I'll have my time to shine. That's how I looked at it at the time. I never, it's like, if you can't beat him, join him. So that's what I did when I was in college. You know, I was hanging with the guys on the football team and the basketball team. And they would they had all the girls. They were knocking them down, boy. I'm like, damn. And most of these guys ain't had no money. They ain't had no car. Because you can't get a job if you're an athlete. And most of these guys ain't got no car. So hey, man. I'm like, I'm going at this thing wrong. I'm like, shit. I mean, I'm over here. I'm thinking that I have to have a car to get around campus, and these guys ain't got no car, and they do whatever they want. When the weekend comes, they gone. I'm like, damn. If it ain't no football game, and if it's a weekend holiday, they gone. I'm like, yo, where'd you go? I went home with this girl, man. I'm like, damn. Damn. You know, I'm on campus struggling. I ain't no athlete at the time. I wasn't an athlete. So I'm like, damn. So yeah, man, it was like a culture shock to me at the time. Where are these guys now? They still around. Some of them I still see around. A lot of them work. A lot of them just work jobs. A lot of them work jobs. A lot of them started businesses. Then some of them, man, some of them just self-destructed. Yeah, some of these guys just self-destructed, man. Because a lot of times you have to realize, when you have a bunch of success early in your life, some people just crash. Because what happens is, and this happened to me. So I know how it is. Once you have so many wins underneath your belt, once you've been on top for so long, and when things start not going your way, some guys go into a state of depression and they crash and burn. And some people, unfortunately, never recover, man. It's kind of like if an athlete or entertainer, been in the and on television. You've been a star. You're the star guy. You're bigger than life. You're on all the magazines, Rolling Stones, Source, Hip Hop Weekly, whatever magazine, the popular magazine out here today and back in the day. And then when you retire, then what? Some guys don't know what to do. They crash and burn. They go into a state of depression. So that's what happened to a lot of these athletes, man, when they stop playing football. Yeah, it's like it's really I mean, if you've been doing something your whole life, I mean, you got to think about it. These guys been playing football since they were kids. The majority of them, since they were little boys, like 10, 9, 8, 9, 10 years old. And now you get hurt or you retire, whichever one comes first. And now it's like, what the hell do I do? I don't know. I don't know how to do anything else. This is all I know how to do. It's just like an entertainer. Same thing. Let's say you're a singer or a rapper. There's no such thing as retirement if you're an entertainer. What the hell are you going to do? Get a job and do what? You got no experience. You got no job experience. What the hell are you going to do? You've been singing and rapping and dancing damn near all your life. You sing in the church, then you get a record deal. Now you're doing videos. You've been doing this shit for like 15, 20 years. Now you lost your voice. What the hell are you going to do? Maybe you can write songs for people or produce for people. F that. But you're not on television no more, though. You're behind the scenes now. Some guys go in a state of depression. You know. I heard if you're an old hip hop fan, the DOC was talking about that shit. Because the DOC came out a long time ago and he got in a car accident and lost his voice. He got his voice back now, but it ain't the same. And he was talking about how he went into a depression. Because he's like, I mean, you've been doing this shit for so long. You've been in the spotlight for so long. What else do you do? I mean, if you're passionate about doing something, nobody really prepares for the next life or what's gonna happen afterwards. Most people don't really think like that. Because if you want to be great at something, you can't really think like that. You know? It is what it is. Now hit the like button. Thumbs up. Yeah, most people don't. If you want to be great, you can't really have no backup plan. If you want to be great at something, you can't really have no backup plan. Because whatever you're doing has to work. You're going to find a way to make it happen. If you have a backup plan, that gives you an option out. You can opt out. You can do a lot when you got to. You can do a lot when you got to do what you got to do. But if there's a plan B, that's the option to get out. You know? And just like women, the option if they can't get with the guy that they want to get with, they get with the simps and the tricks. The same mindset. Because they don't want to take the time to get the guy that they want to be with, because they don't want to work on themselves. It's the same thing. You know, if you want to be great, you got to work on yourself, work on your craft, work on what works. That's the first thing all of us got to do. You got to find out what works for you. Find out what works for you. A lot of times, a lot of us, we start doing stuff that just don't work at all. It's just like a lot of people I know. I worked a lot of jobs, corporate jobs, office jobs. A lot of these people that work at these companies, most of them are not really working. Out of 8 hour shift, they might work 2-3 hours, tops. The rest of the time, they go to lunch, they're smoking a cigarette, they're taking, they go to the restroom, making phone calls, they're on the internet, they're on Facebook Messenger, you name it. They're on Yahoo Messenger, you name it. They're not working, no full 8 hours. They're not, trust me. This is why they have to hire so many damn people for these major corporations. Because people feel like, look, it's too many distractions. People don't really want to put in the work because they have too many options. You know, that's the problem today. A lot of people have an entitlement mentality. They act like people are supposed to do things for them. You know, they act like this is how it's supposed to go. This is how it's supposed to be. You know, it's that narcissistic personality a lot of people have. A lot of people are like sociopaths, psychopaths. There's a lot of savages out here. A lot of people living the savage life. Living the savage life, man. But it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't last long. If you live the savage life, eventually it's going to crumble. It's only a matter of time. So this is where the simps and the tricks coming at. Because these guys, they're everywhere. And women, they'll take these guys because they don't have to get close to these guys. Because they know it's not going to go anywhere long term. They know it. But the only problem with women spending most of their time with these guys is this. By the time a woman meet a decent guy, a guy that she likes, a guy that she's thinking about being close to, she's already programmed not to be close to the guy that she wants to be close to, the guy that actually cares about her or likes her or adores her. She doesn't know how to act because she done rolled around with too many bad apples. That's the problem with that. That's the problem with the women spending too much time with the tricks. And she got too many bad energy, and it's going to be inside her. You know, Because let's just be honest. Every time a woman sleeps with a guy, there's a piece of that guy left inside of her. That energy. It is what it is. That's not my opinion. That's scientific. That's the problem with that. That's why a lot of old people used to always say you got to watch the company that you keep. That's what they were really saying. Now, I thought that they were saying that, hey, you need to watch the people you hang around because they might get you in trouble. No, it was much deeper than that. That was just surface level thinking. That was just surface level thinking, you know. It's much deeper than that. Yeah. Peace. Oh, holy shit. Oh, hit the like button. Share this. This is groundbreaking facts. Y'all not gonna hear this anywhere else. You're hearing this live. I'm your trusted advisor. I'll never lie to you like these other guys that tell you stuff like, hey, if you meet the right person, your relationship is gonna be set for life. I heard somebody say this a couple weeks ago. The guy said, hey, if you meet the right person and you get married, you're good to go. You're set up for life. Your marriage and your relationship is set up for success. You just have to meet the right person. But that's a video for another day. But that's anybody that tells you that, they're lying to you. There's a lot of other stuff you have to that comes into play with relationships, especially if you get married to somebody. It's much bigger than just you and the person that you get married to. It's much big. Things are much bigger than the person that you're just dating, even if you're not getting married to the person. But there's a lot of people online and even in the mainstream media, they'll tell you, this is when you know they're full of shit. They'll tell you, they'll give you the data, tell you what the problem is, but they don't tell you how to do shit. Pay attention. This is a pattern in the media, on television, online. People will tell you what the problem is. They'll tell you the data. They don't tell you don't give you no solutions. And most people listen to these people. Most people listen to them. They'll get you all pumped up, hyped up. You be jumping up and down. You be like, yeah. They have people feeling good. They move the crowd like a lot of these rappers and entertainers. And they'll tell you, go to the back of the room if you want to buy my product. But they never told you how to solve anything. This happens all the time, and it's pretty Pretty common. And as soon as different groups respond differently. I've noticed this too. If it's a if you're dealing with white women, they want a result, so they're not going to stick around very long. If they don't get a certain result that they want, they'll haul ass. If you're dealing with black women, get them all pumped up. It's like going to church. As long as they stay pumped up, motivated, feeling good, they ain't going nowhere. The majority. Now, other groups of women, God, that's complicated. I'm not even gonna get into that. Maybe I need to do a video about that. The psychology of groups of women. Maybe I need to do a video about that. You know, I can talk about some of my experiences, what I've seen, what I've done. I can talk about the psychology with white women, black women, Asian women, Latin women. Yeah, I could easily talk about that, you know. So hey, that's something to think about. So hey, that's all I got in this video. Say hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share this video. Any questions, any concerns, leave your comments below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.